Is the leading edge really the absolute enemy to you around the greens and to your short game? Or does it still have a place around the greens for certain shots? What we're going to do today is explore when is the need to use the leading edge and what shots will it allow you to play. So guys, is really that leading edge of your golf club such a no-no? Because we hear all the time that we've got to use the bounce. Well, there's certain situations we'll find ourselves in on the golf course where we want to use that leading edge. Got a slight run up into a green here on the golf course. It's very, very slightly uphill. It's a little bit wet and I don't want to necessarily be using the bounce here. The grass isn't at its lushest like it might be in the summer. And I really feel I can play this nice shot, making sure I guarantee get the ball first. Now, we're not talking about where you're hitting this leading edge and you are sticking the club in the ground and then forcing it through and really affecting the shot. Okay, I see a lot of people really struggle when they think about using the leading edge because they overdo it with their arms. So you kind of try and play some chip shots in here. So what we'd see is we've got this lie here, we're going to overdo it with the arms, and the problem is if I drive the arms in like this and go there, I've down-cocked it a lot, that ball's hit, ran out a long, long way, really difficult to control. Or conversely, I'm going to use that leading edge one more time here, and it probably come up a little bit short. So I'm driving it, I've stubbed it in, kind of managed to make its way up towards the hole. It's come out with very, very little loft, very difficult to control. They didn't feel like they were that different in all honesty. What I'm doing is I'm delivering this loft with those arms. That's when that leading edge is going to be a problem because you're not going to deliver it the same. In fact, what you're doing is you're changing that shaft angle from here to here during the stroke. It delivers that leading edge so downwards with no loft, it becomes really, really difficult to control that golf shot. What we're looking to try and do is get that club to come through with the body. Now, if I want to use the leading edge, I'm not looking at a shot that's going to go high and floaty. It's going to be driven in a little more. Yes, it might check a bit first bounce and then run out, or it might run out to hole, depending on how I want to play the shot. Do I want to cut across it? Do I want to play it running? That's really dependent on what I have. But there's certain situations where it is the best solution to get the ball close to the hole. So what I'm going to do now is show you how to play it a bit more consistent. So what we're going to do is going to get the weight a little bit more towards the front foot, ball near the back foot, okay, just inside the back heel, and I'm going to make sure that the body keeps moving on the way through. As long as my body keeps moving and that left shoulder moves up and around, the club, yes, it's hitting the ground because that's what I want it to do because I want the leading edge to be in, but it's not digging and it's still travelling. Problem is if it digs and stops, that's when all the problems come in. So if we're looking at something here, we're thinking, right, well, we want this leading edge to get out to be in the way or get in the floor, but I want the shoulder to travel. So the shoulder gets out the way right here, okay? So now what I'm going to do is have a look at how I'm going to actually play this with a landing zone, just getting a feel for it to start with, okay? Is making sure that that leading edge will go in a little. I'm not going to get loads of weight forwards, but the wet little shoulder gets out the way. So we can see it's a shot that hits, checks, and starts to run out. So I can then begin to start to see what this is going to be like on the ground I'm playing on. It's a little bit soft, the ground conditions here, it's not perfect. So I'm expecting it to be a little bit variable. I need to get the ball first, okay? I could use the bounce, but when it's soft and I get maybe a bit of water in between the grooves and the face, sorry, the grooves and the ball, I'm not going to have the spin control. Doing it this way, I've got much more chance of connecting ball first and making sure that as I get that ball there, okay, it gets a bit of grab and that's not bad. It's just kind of 6-8 feet past the flag, but it's getting that consistent strike where I know I'm getting the ball on the grooves and it's going to come off the same every time. So don't be afraid of using the leading edge. Get out there, experiment, see. Can you play a low runner with the leading edge? Like the first one I played there, didn't run as much as I expected just because the ground's so wet still, it's early season. I then need to start to react to that and say, right, okay, I'll play the same shot the next time. I just need to carry it a bit further. Can I use that leading edge and get it grabbing, which is the second one? And then start to implement that into your practice routine. But the big thing is preset the angle, keep the body moving. If you drive the arms, you are going to put the club face, look at the ground really early, drive it in, and you're going to have problems. But that doesn't mean the leading edge is the problem. It means that you're technically not putting in the right movement for the shot you're trying to play. Now guys, if there's some short game stuff you'd like to see moving into the season, some problem areas you've got, comment below. Let me know what you'd like to see going forward from the channel. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do so. Thanks for watching, and talk with you again very soon.